this object show was actually recommended by 2 people, which I don't get how both of them can ask. And those were Animation Globe and Toon Zone. And they recommended me to do Object Mangle Reboot. And there's only 1 episode, which is 1A. So basically this is like my last review on Object World Reloaded. It can be hit or miss, either good or bad. But except this has a little bit more of that. Because it can be really hit or miss. See, the animation has to be so bad, so atrocious, so atrocious, I think I pronounced that right, that is good. Like you see right here. And it was made on an iPad. However, like this scene is not made, but this one is. Anyway, so the animation is so terrible, it's good. And now for real, I will say, if I join So Bad It's Good group or the just really bad group. So, let's go! So, we are gonna rate the animation, plot, audio, graphics, and likability. And yes, I did change from writing to plot and voice acting / visuals to audio. Because just in case if it's like a speech bubble show, it's audio. So, let's go with the animation. The animation is, in my opinion, so bad, so atrocious, it's funny and good. Well, maybe not funny, to be honest. I mean, I know this is made on an iPad, so I might make it a little bit more higher, but still. Anyway, so I know this guy is trying to make his poses look like Widowmaters, and it's actually pretty good results. But still, yeah. It's like Widowmaters animation and poses, except on an iPad, and made by a different person. Yep. So, that's all I could say, to be honest, with the animation. 5 out of 10. Plot. Okay, so the plot isn't bad, I guess, but it's nowhere near good as well. Basically, the plot is that, well, the scenes are about maybe 15 seconds long at the very most. Yeah. Some scenes, the character only gets 1 line. Yeah, 1 line. Like at the very beginning, there's Pod and Valentine card, and they only get 1 line. And that's pretty much their only line in that one little scene in the entire episode so far. And I say so far because it's 1A, and 1B is not out. Anyway, yeah, so the plot is pretty rushed, and the challenge is kind of a ripoff of, let's see, Twisted Turns Reboot. Yeah, Twisted Turns Reboot challenge ripoff. That's basically all I can say. 4 out of 10. Audio. Okay, so I can actually say that the audio is maybe the best thing in this entire show. Basically, I don't hear any background noises for any of the characters. Except...
Oh, hello there. You're just who I was looking for.
That was basically the only line I can name that I can hear background noises. Heck, even Fusion Animation voices for this show, and I can hear background noises in all of his lines. But except for this show. Now, I don't know if he edited an iMovie, but if he did, it's pretty impressive and good results. So, yeah. 6 out of 10. Graphics, okay. Basically, for like about 40% of the show, like Object War Reloaded, this background barely changes. Like, there are rarely any scenes that actually have the background change. It's firstly this background, then it goes to this background, which is just closer to these mountains, because, you know, that stuff. And then the background for the challenge, which doesn't change. So, yeah, that's all I can pretty much say. 5 out of 10. Finally, the likability. So, I could say the likability is maybe mediocre, but I just think the group I'm in is so bad it's good. Overall, the likability is a 6 out of 10. Now let's add up the scores and see what this baby really is. Do, 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 do. Overall, Object Mangle Rebooted is a 26 out of 50. However, we are not done yet. I want to talk about one thing. And, firstly, remember I did the review on Object War Reloaded on the last review? Well, I didn't talk about anything on the original Object War. Instead, to make up for that, I will do a full review on the original Object War. Now, why am I mentioning this? Because I also want to talk about these 3 episodes. And I want to talk about the worst. And the worst episode out of all of these, I consider Object Mangle Episode 2, Mountain Thrills. So, well, oh my. The worst thing out of all this is definitely the voice acting. I mean, unlike Brawl for Object Palace, Brawl for Object Palace's voice acting cracks every 3 seconds. But this cracks every single letter they say. I mean, listen to this one line and tell me that doesn't make you ear bleed.
Thanks, Jabba. I promise to be a good member of this team.
Yeah, I only chose you because you look smart.
Can you please tell me that that didn't make your ears bleed? Please say that it did. Please say it did. Okay? It is abysmal. And the poses are average. And the script is, well, the challenge is just a big copy of Object Madness, but I can probably give it a pass. And the graphics are I have no idea. So, what would I rate this episode? I'll rate it a 3 out of 10. And for the other 2, 4 out of 10 and a 5 out of 10. And overall, it is an 18 out of 50 from the old Object Mangle. So, what would I rate it all? Combining with the old Object Mangle and the new Object Mangle. It is overall a 24 out of 50. So, yeah. Thank you for watching, and what do you think of Object Mangle? Tell me in the comments below, if you know it. Tunes!